Greetings and salutations, my fellow gamers. Welcome back to Energy Studios, and welcome back to Sherlock Holmes Chapter 1. We have a new mission to complete after we got a weird costume from an individual. I believe it's someone at the church. We'll have to go find out. Let's see. Mention on Turquoise Lane Road across from Cordona Abbey. I believe. Church of St. Nicholas. Old ruins. No. Northern Grand Soiree. Wait, Northern Grand Soiree. Yeah, Church of St. Nicholas. Maybe, oh. Something over there. Should be up here then, I believe. But wait, it said Northern. I'm going to... what was this? Cordona Abbey. Okay. Yeah. But he said across from Cordona Abbey. Okay. So probably here. So let's just go down here, and hopefully, let's see.
Extra, extra.
There? Nah, can't tell. Let's go to the Abbey and then we'll go from there. Don't have a lot of time tonight. We would have done this earlier, but... oh, is this it? This looks like it's it. He's missing. Anyway, but yeah, oh. But my brother came for an impromptu visit, so I am a little bit later than I wanted to. Here? Eastern Grand Soiree. That said, Kurt's Manchito's mansion on Turquoise Road. Let's see. Turquoise Lane. Okay, Turquoise Lane. Okay, so I think over here. Alright. Other side. Got it. On my way. Creepy guy in a cloak and mask coming through. You don't know who I am, and hopefully it'll stay that way. Oh, it was that place! I was right. Hello, officers. Nothing here. Just a guy. Named me. Just coming through. Nothing to see here. Just some guy running. Alright. Manchito's mansion.
Welcome, sir. I do hope...
Yup, what? I have to know.
Enjoy the evening, sir. There is still plenty of time before the grand finale.
All right. What? Whoa. There's a lot going on. Oh, is this one of those Eyes Wide Shut parties? Oh, this is... Oh. Whoa. No, shield your eyes, children. Shield your eyes. I'm not going to shield my eyes, but you should. Mysterious figure on the balcony. I'm loving the mood lighting, you know. It's really, helping to show that you may potentially be a bad guy, you know.
What if I write an article about these people here? Can you help me gather... My goodness, Sherlock. They made a blood fountain.
Sherlock.
No, John, it's definitely not blood, just wine. Go is it a guess?
Oh, John, don't have your ass just right out in the open for me to see, okay? Alright, let's see. How am I gonna get up? Where's this? Oh, staircase up there.
Curtains do not guarantee privacy.
John!
And you still
I'm
need
coming,
a crown
Sherry.
despite being
Just
ethereal.
give me another second.
John, you peeping Tom!
Do you know what was here before Manchio's family bought it?
Find out the eerie history of the mansion. Let's see. Magic circle, fraud, occult architecture, expensive wine, mysterious disappearance, ruins, no. Auction, no. Ancestral home. Oh. I'm not usually good at these, huh? Try again. There's a guy here checking out the, check out the view. Nothing to worry about.
Do you know what was here before Manchio's family?
Let's see. Auction, no. Fraud, no. Cultist, ancestral home, no. Sorry. Persistent appearance, magic circle, no. Expensive wine, no. What? Try it one more time. You gotta get this right, huh?
Do you know what was
Try this again. Ancestral home, disappeared. Auction, no. Fraud, no. Oldest architecture, magic circle. There we go. Before Mancino's family, the mansion was owned by an occultist architect. He dedicated his life to conducting a powerful ritual from the Forgotten Tome, but the ordinary magic circles proved too weak for it. That was why he built this mansion. A keen eye might notice that its shape corresponds with certain magical symbols, and some walls have cavities. One day, the architect simply disappeared. An ash stain on the floor was all that remained. Perhaps he was successful in his endeavor.
That's what I like about this party. Bring me more dirt, Sherry. One more piece, and I can expose these base hedonists.
John, keep it down, will ya? Okay. Oh. Oh.
Sherlock! Friend! I wasn't sure you'd come.
What's the point of the mask if you're just gonna say my name? Ladies, please don't leave. Please do not leave me alone with this man who is willing to reveal my secrets.
I see you are not yourself.
The more time you spend here in Cordona, the more I feel it my duty to bring you into our world and show you all we have to offer.
And what is on offer today?
Pleasure, indulgence, relief, and relaxation. You've earned some time for yourself, have you not?
Those who know me would say I'm incapable of it.
Nonsense. I refuse to believe there is anyone permitted to know Sherlock Holmes.
You may be right.
Then free yourself from inhibition and expectation. The night is young, and so are the guests. You should try to enjoy both.
How young? I don't want to do anything wrong.
Every night alone, and certainly not in a house filled with such melancholic memories.
I must admit, my travels have proven more taxing than expected. I'm less confident in my life and myself. A time of relaxation seems a distant dream.
So can I tempt you with a physical aid to your moral consolations? There's wine, of course, and something to smoke. Or perhaps an artificial paradise? Yes, something more spiritual.
What?
A potentiator to sharpen the mind. A 7% solution of, well, that'd be telling, but you must try it.
That would be reckless.
My mind is my most valuable asset, and a finely tuned instrument I will not risk impeding its function.
Good for you, Sherlock.
My ultimate duty is to provide the world with truth, and I do that perfectly well as is.
Duty? You've never cared about that before.
Of course I do. Exposing a lie, revealing a fact, that is a moral responsibility.
That's not morality. Morals are what happens afterwards when truth collides with consequence. Do you ever follow up on cases you solved? Do you ever see what happened next? Visit the victims? Ensure justice is served in the courts? And how do you choose where to direct your attention? Are there not deserving causes to which your brilliance could be applied but isn't?
You ascribe me more power than I possess. I have a narrow skill set and work within that mandate. What occurs afterward is irrelevant.
With every action or inaction, you place a finger on the scales of morality. Many in the city would see you as abdicating your responsibility.
I haven't.
Not me, of course.
Oh
Morality
no,
is subjective,
never.
just like truth. There is little to be gained from indulging in it, and far better things to indulge in. Now I must insist on easing any burdens I've placed upon your showlders. Show yourself a kindness and try this rather delectable concoction.
I'd rather take it for study. I'll see what's in it.
If this solution truly does assist with thinking, then perhaps it would be puerile to overlook an opportunity to study it. I'll take it with me.
Yes, Sherlock. Very good.
Doesn't mean I'm gonna
And
drink.
Now,
Oh.
our evening begins in earnest. I just remembered. I'm sorry, Sherlock. My mind's delightfully impaired.
Oh.
Please take this key. It opens the altar room, past the library.
Pardon? Altar room? What now, Werner?
Go quickly and find our Fabio. Only you can make him talk. I'll join you in a minute.
I do not like where all this is going. Something is deadly wrong here. I can feel it in my bones. And not just with all this weird art and all the people half naked. And okay, alright, walking away. Is there anything over here? John, come on, we got work to do.
Manchos had to enforce the masks after the scandal.
Ooh, uncover identity disclosure scandal. Let's see. Too ugly without a mask? No. Uninvited priest? No. Fired after accident? Someone was sick? Lost bet? No. Cheating groom? Too poor to attend? Okay. We'll try again. Okay, not. This is not appropriate for YouTube.
Manchos had to enforce the mask.
Let's see. Uninvited priest? No. Someone was sick? No. The Duchess? Too poor to attend? Cheating groom? Too ugly without a mask? Lost bet? Political crisis? What? I only need 3. Why? Whatever.
Manchos had to enforce.
One of these times I'll get it around the first try, yeah? No, lost bet, no. Been a Duchess, uninvited priest. Fire after incident, political crisis. There we go. People described a scandal from a previous party. Vice Governor Cowden was found by his wife to be a Perusian duchess in the company of young men. Oh. Although the marriage was intended to be a political one, the emotions of the duchess were real. The incident instigated a political crisis between Codona and Perugia. Although there were only a few notes of protest, the governor fired his protege. Ooh.
I'll pin them down with this scoop. Thank you, Sherlock.
Rumor has it. Lift the curtain on... Oh, okay. That was not what I expected, but okay. Let's have a look around.
Well-known and recent plays to keep up to date with the current trends.
Oh, is that so? How fun.
One of these books must open a secret passage. I know it.
I always tell myself, if I could afford like a really nice house or have one like built for me, I want to have it to where it has secret passages.
These medieval botany and chemistry books look even more satanic than the occult ones. Romantic poetry and prose. Someone's in touch with their feelings.
Ooh.
Codex Orchis. Why does this occult book sound like a flower?
Don't question Sherlock. Oh. Oh man. Whoa! Oh! John?
Oh God. Was he here this whole time?
What? Oh, okay, I guess I have to look this up. First off.
This worm-like sigil has been drawn with his own blood.
Oh man.
This golden handle has a bloodstain on it. The dagger is heavy and sharp, but lacks balance.
I'm just gonna take that with me then? Okay.
The wound is deep. A precise strike reached the heart.
Oh, okay. Oh.
A blunt-force trauma may have suffered an internal hemorrhage.
Ouch. What?
The victim has clenched the fabric so firmly in his fist that it's nigh impossible to remove it.
So he was still alive when he was going through all that? Oh man. Tattoo covers a mark, slave branding.
This crude tattoo partially covers a slave branding. He died right here.
So look around. First off, anything over here?
The herbs here are Salvia divinorum. They have a slight hallucinogenic effect to emphasize the ceremony.
Am I gonna be getting
This
high?
elaborate box must be for the ritual dagger.
Oh, yeah.
The ointment smells mouse-like. I presume it is an aphrodisiac prepared from a Spanish fly.
Huh.
This oil has a slight aroma of flowers and olive.
It's very well known.
This one looks like a twisted symbol of Venus drawn in a hurry.
Maybe this wasn't like preemptive. Maybe this was, like a spur of the moment kind of deal.
The sign reminds me of the astrological symbol for Mars.
Okay, let's look over here before we go anywhere else. Cigars?
Enough cigars to burn down the entire mansion.
Not a bad idea.
Why don't people tidy up after themselves?
Oh. Uh-oh.
Blood. A sturdy bottle met a not-so-sturdy human. It didn't break only because it was unopened.
Oh. Stained in
An
blood?
open wound spoiled the carpet.
Hold on. Okay, I thought I saw another, thing. Wait, what? Before we do that, let's keep looking around. Dressing room. Okay, so that went back over there. So before we do anything... Actually, nope. Let's look here first. What handprint?
Identical to the robes the guests are wearing. The pitcher is empty, but with puddles around it.
Okay.
Blood clots are adhered to the sides of the drain.
Okay. That's good. Can I get out now? Thank you. I'm starting to get a bad
Props,
picture.
decorations, and tools for a more detailed set.
Someone was really into the occult here. Uh-oh.
Similar to the guests' robes, apart from the bloodstains.
Yes, that's the one difference, of course. You can tell by the blood. What do you got here?
Handcrafted and luxurious cufflinks. There's also a note. For my Fabio, Manchos.
Huh. A key?
The capital F on the key fob might refer to Fabio. The key is similar to the one that Vogel gave me.
Okay, that's interesting. Oh.
Would you recognize me in one of these? I suppose not.
Thank you, John. I doubt I would recognize you. Because, you have very little to, help you stand out otherwise. Oh.
This is a different ritual.
I found a scenario of some sort of ritual with a remark written at the beginning. It says, read and rehearse this rite, Manchios. The naked woman lies on the altar on a bed of flowers, symbolizing Mother Gaia. The one who leads the ritual oils the body of the woman to awaken her inner fertility. Participants should chant at this moment and call forth the man who can please Mother Gaia. Then the man who will impersonate the principle of life may come and engage in sex. Okay! Alright! Looks like that's happening! Mom, if you ever are watching this, I'm sorry. I'm a good Christian boy, I swear. I swear. Don't ignore the guests, Matista, and stop boring them. They don't want to hear about your stupidities. They want to feel how beautiful they are and how gorgeous you can be towards them. You are here to please and celebrate life. Remember, each guest paid a great deal to be with you. Manchios.
How can anyone accept such behavior?
There's just some people like that in the world.
A useful tool for a disguise arsenal.
Alright, so let's head back. I think that's everything here, and I believe this will bring me out. Yep, okay. So we gotta head back here. Bloody handprint.
A person leaned against the doorframe. They left a smudged trail of blood.
Ah, there. Smeared blood.
Bloody handprint on an armchair.
Dozen drops of blood.
The wounded person was here for some time. There appear to be no further traces leading to the altar.
Let's look at everything we got so far. I saw that. Did that. Who was dead when I found him? Someone used a pitcher of water recently. The water drain had traces of washed blood. One of the guests may have taken the robe from here. A young man with there's a lot of blood around, mainly coming from the wound in his chest. The laceration on his head seems to be from blunt force trauma. The left face of the victim has been... Okay, yeah, so this is just everything I saw about him. The murder weapon. So the only thing I can do now is... Wait, hold on. Oh, just documents. My past. Sacrificial lamb, let's see. So sends Fabio dead. Fabio has a golden ritual dagger in his chest, a insignia on his stomach, and symbols on the walls drawn in blood. Let's see. Fabio was sacrificed on the altar during an occult ritual. Yeah. No, that... Okay. So now we gotta go talk to someone... Oh. What am I supposed to be... this? Who am I supposed to... Oh.
Werner, care to explain what is going on here?
On nights like these, it's not unusual for some attendees to get a little exuberant. It's part of the appeal.
A little?
Fortunately, it appears things have gotten out of hand. Yes, some are more prone to bend the rules of morality.
That's murder. I doubt there's anything left to bend. Why did you not tell me immediately? We were chatting about trivial matters for some time.
If I'm completely honest, Sherlock, I've consumed a rather potent cocktail of substances. My attention slips and drifts.
This guy,
but I'm
I
glad
swear.
I thought to call for you.
You sent me a disguise.
Oh dear, did I? Well, since I found the body, Mr. Manchios has agreed that you can investigate the matter. I promise my mind will behave itself going forward.
This dude,
All
I
right.
swear.
Pull yourself together, Werner. What is it about these nights that you were so eager to share with me?
Well, they're not always in the evenings, but they are in the shadows. People gather to test their boundaries in a safe and consensual atmosphere, often with more stains than your typical crime scene. But that is the point. Who are we to judge?
I suppose that's fair. What about today, then? Was anything different?
Well, I was invited as a special guest. It was supposed to be a time of both divine and carnal pleasures. A scratch for every unconventional itch.
I imagine you're reeling from your shattered expectations.
On the contrary, there is still spectacle, stimulation, and release, merely in a different form. I like to let life entertain me.
Or death.
Let's see.
Mr. Manchios is the owner of the manor, yes?
And the host of Cordona's most memorable parties. He promises even the ugliest guest a partner for the night. And for the ones with more unconventional tastes, Mr. Manchios provides other services.
Like
What a
what?
caring person.
You cannot begin to imagine.
Okay. How'd you find the body?
How did you discover the body? In between guzzles of alcohol?
I was set to perform in a fecundity rite with Fabio and came to inquire further. It was a staged ritual where he was to play the principle of life.
And the rehearsal was unsuccessful?
Who knows? I found him alone on the altar, his blood dripping to the floor.
And then?
Then I called Mr. Manchios. He was panicking, so I told him about you. We left the room and locked the door. Then we were...
Filling time?
Waiting for you was stressful. We indulged in some simple comforts. Overindulged, perhaps.
I can't tell that means that they drank a lot of alcohol or they did a lot of, you know... Did you know?
Were you well acquainted with Fabio, the victim?
Everyone knew Fabio, or wanted to. His beauty was the talk of the island. Too handsome to go unnoticed. He was magnetic. Fat wallets fought for the privilege of having him. He offered the pleasures of performance and more.
What? Time with the ritual.
What about the fertility ritual? There was something about Fabio being a principle of life.
Fabio was supposed to portray the beauty of life's origin. Flowers, oil. Not this travesty that seems straight out the Inquisition.
So this ritual is not the fertility rite. What was it meant to look like?
It begins with a woman lying naked in a flower bed on the altar. She represents Gaia, the earth. As I cover her in oils, we chant for the principle. As our calls reach a climax, Fabio enters and copulates with her. After he finishes, I stab her with a dagger. That part's just pretend, of course.
But the intercourse is not?
I did not expect you to be such a prude. Are you a virgin?
The what?
It is nothing to be ashamed of, but it would explain the color of your cheeks.
Dude, have some decency, come on!
Our festivities. The principle of life is beautiful, intimate, essential. It must not be stopped.
Yet it appears that someone did stop it. What about the naked woman? Can you tell me anything about her?
Oh yes, Matista. She's one of Fabio's compatriots and a performer too. I haven't seen her today, actually.
Surprising. And dude, seriously, asking personal questions like that, take a breather. Well, I mean, what the heck? You don't ask a man that question, you don't. Unless you are a good friend with him.
When you discovered the body, was the door open?
No, it was locked. Oh, that reminds me. It's a minor detail, but the first time I came to speak to Fabio, I left without entering, having been unable to open the door.
You didn't have the key?
No, I had it. Don't look at me like that. I was mostly sober.
Mostly?
I suspect there was a key in the other side of the door, blocking the lock.
That detail may very well be major, Werner. Well done. So you returned later, only to find the lock was not blocked?
Correct.
The lock was not blocked by the lock clock?
After an hour had passed, I tried again and was able to unlock the door. That's when I discovered poor, handsome Fabio.
Okay, well, the police
The police remain unaware of this tragic event?
Some of them may be hiding behind their masks. They conceal many things. But we didn't want the authorities to create more problems. Besides, after a few cocktails, their incompetence will have soared to new heights.
Oh,
How do you know I even want the case?
man.
I promised you relaxation. If there's one thing I know about you, Sherlock, it's that nothing soothes you more than a good mystery.
So, Sherry, do you have any ideas about the case?
Perhaps. I think I can deduce what happened here.
First off, anything new? Let's see. No, key to the altar. Simplified play ritual. Fabio was his partner with Tista. Volga was invited to a special guest. Door was locked for the first time. Volga tried to enter the room and talk to Fabio. After now, Volga attempted to open it again. At the time, nothing blocked the keyhole from the inside, so he was able to enter. Fabio was performing the entertainer for the rich guest. Tista was Fabio's fellow artist, and she worked with him. Mr. Mancino is the owner of the mansion, and they organized the parties. Alright. That's right, Sherlock. Take a seat. I got this. No. No. There we go. Just make sure. Nope. Okay. Let's see. Look at everything around here. Nope. No. What? This doesn't make sense either, because look, it's the wrong way. I don't know, maybe, he had to have been hit there, because we saw that's where we found the bottle. That also explains the drops of blood. Okay. Yeah, so it washed off. Then... No. I think that's right. Look around. Oh, one more. So we don't know exactly who, but I think this is right.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Is it that? But I don't think it's right.
You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Okay. Wait, maybe it wasn't him who locked the door. Maybe.
You're not even
Nope.
trying, Sherry. Concentrate. You're not even
Nope.
trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
I honestly do think it must have been him. Wait, hold on, maybe. But no, because the knife is still there. Let me think here, let me think. Oh! Of course! Then...
You're not even
Nope.
trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
Now I see the arms there. This has to be where he was knocked out. There we
The
go.
bottle was used as a weapon during a scuffle in the smoking lounge.
Okay.
Then, to ensure no one would interrupt, the murderer locked the door.
Okay.
The unconscious body of the victim was moved to the altar room. Once the body was on the altar, the murderer thrust the dagger into the victim's heart. Symbols were drawn with the blood.
Okay.
The wardrobe was used to hide the bloodied robe from anyone's eyes. The killer washed himself and took a clean robe from the hanger before leaving.
Yep.
Are you alright? You're on the floor, not moving.
I think I know what happened here.
Let me have a look. First off, case. Okay, first let's go to the Mime Palace. Okay, here we are. Fabio was killed in a ritual murder. Fabio was sacrificed on the altar during a ritual. The ritual was a cover. The ritual was staged. It was covered for the true murder. Don't know yet. Itself. No. 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 The murderer had a key to the altar room. The murderer was in possession of a key to the altar room and locked the door. The murderer... Okay. Let's talk to him about this.
I'm starting to put the pieces together.
Fabio was stabbed.
I see nothing gets past you, Werner. Yes, he was stabbed, but only after being knocked out in the next room and placed here. I do not yet know why.
So, who's responsible?
Well, it was one person working alone, and the murderer has now donned a robe. He or she could be hiding in plain sight.
Oh.
We have lost time, Werner, but your discretion may prove to be a benediction after all.
Provide evidence. Murder's
The
key.
murderer had to have access to this room. After the crime, he used his own key to lock the door. So, who had the key to the altar room?
I'm not sure. As a special guest, I was provided one by Mr. Manchios. He should be able to tell you of any others.
Where can I find him?
Most likely in the main hall, entertaining his guests. He has a mask with golden stars. You can't miss him.
Golden
but
stars,
please
huh?
be discreet. We don't want to risk disturbing the revelry.
No, of course not.
I know you can untangle this mess.
So, okay. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Golden stars. Serious Risk Cat trains for a bullfight. Serious Risk Cat people sponsors an orphanage. Flat Earther? Oh, the poor man. Greek performer, cat lover. Wait, hold on. Pays taxes. Nighthawk sympathetic. Wait, stars. Sense of brittle, affable.
Kurt Manchios, I presume. I'm Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, you must be the one Werner told me about. What a sweet voice you have. It must belong to a handsome young man. Can I call you Sherlock?
As you wish, Mr. Manchios. Mr. Vogel asked me to help you. The body in the altar room requires answers, and quickly. I suspect the murderer to still be here.
What? Lower your voice. I don't want anyone to hear us.
Oh, why not?
Did you know Fabio well?
People are starting to look at us, Sherlock. Change the subject. I can't believe what happened to him. To me. Such an atrocity.
Don't
Think
make it
what
about
it
you.
means for me. A wonderful evening for so many good, influential, and rich people has been ruined. I have betrayed all my promises of exotic delights.
I don't
Instead,
understand.
gave him murder.
Surely a murder would affect your reputation to a greater extent.
Please, isn't this why you are here? I thought you were a silent magician. Do your tricks and make it go away.
Tricks? Oh. I ain't afraid to punch a guy so hard that his mask breaks into pieces.
I need to find all those who had the key to the altar room. As far as I know, Mr. Vogel, Fabio, and you had access to it. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes. Also, Matista and Santos.
Ooh.
Santos? Who is that?
Santos Pinchetti, my major domo. In his opinion, at least.
I'd like to speak to Mr. Pinchetti and Matista. Do you have somewhere I might have a private conversation with them?
Of course. Let me think. Matista is entertaining the guests somewhere, and Santos... Oh, yes. He will be busy with the servants. Or the cook. What's that noise? What's going on?
What? What? Whoa, what's going on?
Freeze, filth. You're under arrest.
What the? Oh, it's the police. It's a raid! Everyone, quick, scatter! What the heck? What the heck? Oh my gosh! What's it to do with the gun? What the? Oh man. What is with the Nutcracker music? Dude, just like, what the heck? Oh. Officers, I can explain everything. I was invited here.
Look at you. Committed a crime, and now I have to free you, kiss your hand, and apologize for the inconvenience.
I did tell you that Mr. Vogel and I were innocent. I emphasized it in my statement.
Your statement? Thanks to some bigwigs who work for the so-called good of the country by releasing fleas like you. Thank God we have Vogel in this letter. Once I get to that goldfish, I'll...
Bigwig. Oh, my wretched brother Mycroft and his long nose.
Ooh,
Wait, did you say Mycroft? Mycroft Holmes? Are you the youngest son of Violet Holmes, rest her soul?
You knew my mother?
Not personally, no. Not exactly. I was working on the paperwork for that case.
Would you happen to remember anything of the events?
Well, I didn't make the inquiry, but I remember seeing some notes. Why?
Negotiate, maybe?
Perhaps we can negotiate. I could be quite useful.
Huh. Got you hooked, right? You know what? Stark and the others think they're the smartest here, thanks to you. Let me get this straight. Are you listening to me, lad?
I'm all ears.
Take this case. Report to me only, to Constable Harvey Oswald. I'll leave everything I have on this table. Find the murderer. Be a real copper. Question the suspects, make them sing, give me something substantial.
Okay.
And if Mr. Vogel is not a suspect?
If he's innocent, then you can take your favourite degenerate away from here. If you slip or mess with the evidence, then trust me, your brother won't save you from my bludgeon.
Okay,
Meanwhile, I'll be checking the archive for you. If anybody asks, then you're a consulting detective.
Let's make a start then, partner.
Hi, okay.
I'm glad we managed to get the scoop before the raid.
Alright, let's have a look. What we got? Following a report from a witness of the satanic ritual who claimed to have found a body, the raid on the Manchio's mansion was granted. It resulted in the arrest of multiple suspects and dispersal of the group in mass in robes caught in acts of gross indecency and unnatural behavior. The body of the victim was found lying on the altar with a knife wound in his chest. The officer identified the victim, Fabio, 20, a local performer and artist. Arrested suspects: V. Vogel. V. Vogel had a letter of an insulting nature in his possession, which had been written by the victim. He claims to have found the body. He is infamous for his eccentric personality. S. Holmes carried a murder weapon, a dagger with the victim's blood, and other items of evidence. He was invited by another suspect, V. Vogel, presumably to obstruct the official investigation. K. Manchios. K. Manchios, the mansion organizer of the satanic party, paid the victim to participate in the ritual and access to the crime scene. Matista, Fabio's partner and participant in the ritual, tried to escape, resisted arrest, owned a book with a description of the ritual performed in the altar room. Some of the guests were temporarily detained for further questioning. Okay. Oh, got keys here.
Back on track to solve the case.
Keys to interrogation rooms. Okay. I, Santos Pincini, am a witness who reports suspicion of murder at Machia's mansion in Gran Surrey. During preparations for the social party, I heard loud noises from the closed altar room. Immediately, I thought of the sacrifice of a living being overwhelmed by none other than Kurt Manchios. There was blood on the walls, strange symbols, and a dagger in the heart. As soon as I was able to think clearly, I rushed to the police station to report my findings. The station responded to the deposition by sending a patrol, while the witness left the station and went home. Well, convenient for someone just to leave. Right here. The provider of this ticket has permission to inspect all evidence on case number 6260. Alright. Since we're done with all this, I'm first off changing out. Next, let's see. Okay, witness to opposition. There is Vogel's under arrest since he's one of the primary suspects. Okay, keys to interrogation rooms. Vogel's testimony. Gifted cufflinks. Sabu received expensive cufflinks as a present from Manchios. Alright, first off, let's see. The CPC informed the police. The access to one mission. Mancini is a suspect who should be arrested and questioned. He had a key which he did not mention in his deposition. Okay. Make sure. Vogel's talk is a letter. No. Nope. Nope. Alright.
Look, I found Werner.
What? Where? Oh. No, not here.
Werner, are you all right?
Oh, yes. Everything's fine. In fact, it's something of a family reunion. My brother spent quite some time in this place himself.
Should
You
be proud
not
of that.
be here. I told the police everything I knew, but they refused to let you go. They require proof to free you.
Ha! What did you expect? The mighty Sherlock Holmes swans in, tells the officers what to think, and the world obeys?
Of course not. Anyway, I struck a deal with the constable, and I've got a free hand in the investigation. I find proof to solve the case for him. He obtains files about my mother's death for me.
Well done. If one has the power or will and can act, then one must. I wonder, suppose you couldn't get the proof to your truth. Would you tell a lie to the guard that enabled my freedom, knowing my innocence? Would that not be just?
No.
There are lines I will not cross, Werner. I will do my best to secure your release, but with proof, not deception.
Really? How many white lies have you told on this island? Why not for me? Why not another?
That is absurd. I can resolve this without compromises. Do not give up hope.
Alright, I'm going to, let's see, don't need anything. Let's see, please free.
I'm not supposed to know anything about this.
Supposition.
I have learned who told the police about the crime. It was Santos Pinchetti,
Do I know him?
the major domo of the manor. He cleans up after you.
Well, then he does his job perfectly. All
Of
but
course.
invisible. I couldn't tell you the first thing about him.
That was it? Alright, well, let's do something. Where's the main guy? Okay, there's her and... Ah,
Good day, Mr. Manchios. I am Constable Oswald's partner in this investigation.
Be quick and gentle. Some of your colleagues are untrained boors. Although I don't mind meeting young officers. The new blood here.
If you cooperate in finding Fabio's murderer, there will be no need to meet with the boars again.
That voice. Werner's friend? You're the policeman. What a disappointment.
oh, come
Only
on.
an undercover agent can scour a ditch full of deviants.
Ooh, hoo-hoo.
I am a consulting detective, although I'm capable of replacing the entire department through my consultations.
Sharp-tongued, I like it. May I presume this tongue will get us out of this trouble? I would be so indebted and glad to repay you.
Nothing's changed. I'm looking for the murderer. That's the only way to get us out of trouble.
But it shouldn't take much time, correct? We're all busy after all.
I need to examine you first.
I guess I'll observe. What we got? Where's makeup? Rash from exposure to hair dye. Okay. Wash his hands in a hurry. Soap in a finger. Oh, huh. Huh. Lavishly expensive. Let's see. Truly rich, eccentric, and frivolous. He is the organizer of the party's Kuro's elite and owner of the Machida Mansion. He spends his life in the company of similarly overly privileged people. However, his being sociable in the manner has made him cautious regarding his health. He uses chemicals and hair dye to clean and improve himself to the extent that it damages his skin. No. Hides his age. Hides the true age from the younger participants of his parties. He is concerned with the aging to the point where he uses makeup and hair dye to look younger. Yeah, I think he... Look, wears makeup, rational exposure to hair dye, and then lavishly expensive. Yeah, I think it's more along the line that he hides his age.
You are a little over the top with your use of makeup, Mr. Manchios. Is it so difficult for you to acknowledge your age?
Well, Sherlock, that's easy for you to say to an old man when you look as though you are barely 15.
But still, it shouldn't be an issue for someone of your status.
For people of my age, it isn't an issue, no. But the younger ones can be so afraid of wrinkles and grey flecks. I have to adapt.
Such a methodical man who cares for his body but misses the soap under his fingernails. Are you so impatient, or perhaps even impulsive?
I wouldn't call myself that. Silly little details. If I missed it, it wasn't important. Or rather, it was less important than who or what I was focused on.
Okay, let's see. Let's see. Before we go into evidence, I'm going to see what was Fabio like.
What was Fabio like? His personality, his habits. Anything you can tell me?
He was the brightest star of my parties. Young, magnetic, and full of energy. I don't even want to mention his beauty. Otherwise, I'll be sobbing.
Expensive champion, I imagine.
His performances were flawless. He deserved his payment. Do you think he was murdered because of money?
Possibly. What about the other guests? Were they used to opening their wallets as well?
I wouldn't restrict my guests from anything. I'm sure Fabio received a few coins from others for his services.
Noted.
Mr. Vogel told me a little about your parties, but I would like to know more directly from you.
I'm all yours, Sherlock. You have me arrested and locked here with you alone.
Don't get creepy, dude.
Why did you invite Mr. Vogel as your special guest?
He's a pretty fellow. He's capable of surprising the public. He has a talent for saying words that no one else would wish to either say or hear.
I suppose I can't argue with that.
Oh, no,
He is a
of course
free
not.
addition to the eccentricity of the party, which is fine by me, as long as it enhances my party.
I'd like to know who you usually invite to your parties.
Free minds who are able to leave reality for an evening, who can taste forbidden fruit without prejudice.
Ugh, dude,
there is
come
nothing
on.
that quite spices up life like these parties, assuming one is old enough and has worked many years for the good of one's country.
All true laborers, I see.
Let's provide evidence. Subject controlling now. Where are invitation gifted Huffling?
You bought an expensive pair of cufflinks for Fabio. Were they his price? Or were they a tip for an exclusive show?
It was pure business. Fabio escorted me a few times. I was merely showing my gratitude.
This pair cost a
Okay.
small fortune. You must be extremely grateful then. Tell me more.
You've thrust a knife in an exposed nerve, Sherlock. Yes, he was my protege and my beacon also. With my experience and his beauty, we could have achieved anything. I had faith in him. I would have made him.
Made him do what? Let's see. That's key to alternate could be the currency.
You'd better ask someone else.
No.
I've no idea about that. I've no idea about that.
Smoking on.
I've no idea about that. That's not something I know much about.
Do you know anything?
That's not something I know much about. That's not something I know much about. That's not something I know much
I'll
about.
just keep going at this point.
You'd better ask someone else. That's not something I know much about.
Do you have any idea who tipped off the police to raid your mansion, Mr. Manchios?
Of course. It was you. I could even say you Sherlocked me in here.
Oh, come
Good
on!
guess, but the wrong one. The fellow who did that was Mr. Pinchetti, your major domo.
What? Santos? But how could he even know? If he's not the murderer himself. The ungrateful swine. He has dared to besmirch my reputation.
I think
Not
you
a
did
very
that.
eloquent choice of words.
What should I call him then, since he's a snitch? Make him talk, Sherlock. I'm quite certain he knows more about the murder than he has told the police.
Oh, that it? And palace clues acquired. Okay. Let's have a look into, first off, evidence ticket now. Sometimes it's suspect. We're going to, let's have a look. Inform the police. Current Machinos is especially clean. Let's see. Current Machinos carefully prepared himself for the depravity, Of course. Current Machino had feelings for Fabio. No. No, here. Machias set himself up for debauchery. He prepared from symmetry. Could Machias clean himself with blaster? No. Or. We'll leave that for now. Clean himself results in the upper ramp. Machias machine. No. Oh, so because of the letter. Well, I think that's all I got for now. Alright. So I guess next up is... No. This is worship ancient gods, affable. Okay. So, I believe I have to go talk to her next. Unfortunately, I have to be somewhere in 13 minutes, so unfortunately I can't finish this today, but I will try and get this done earlier tomorrow. Hopefully no more family members arrive unexpectedly and take up an hour when I could have done this. Not that I mind family showing up. They usually don't appear here often, so it's always nice to see them. So just remember, people, if you're watching this on YouTube, like and subscribe down below. I would love hearing you guys and see your feedback, so that'd help. And remember, you can't remember, because I just started my TikTok account, so if you want to see little clips and shorts from my YouTube channel, go ahead and follow my TikTok. I'll be posting a link in my bio anytime soon. And if you're watching this on Twitch, same thing. Thanks for being here, thanks for watching. Would love to see more of you guys, hopefully, very soon. And until next time, people, ta-ta, and goodbye for now.